Hey, how's it going, folks? Now, being 35 years old, if I talk to the old folks, they will call me I'm still a baby. If I talk to other people, you're still immature. There's many things that we have never experienced in life, right? Whether you're in the mid-30s to your 20s. There's many things that when we learned or find out things that it kind of shocked us, in a way that it pretends that you thought the current life it is steady and peaceful and peaceful. When you think about it, and when I hear about my client, he's been telling me about their sisters and wanting to, change the wheel and how it goes about. You will see the real blood in the family, how much it quickly has changed. And who to blame? Everything what we do is a business. Your relationship, your child, even your dollar that you earn, it's a business. A fraction of it will go to the tax man. Even when you buy a house, there's a fraction to go to a tax man as well. Even if you don't like to call the tax man, it'll be the bank man. If you don't talk about the bank man, it will be the bills man. So there's always something behind us. Alright? We can treat it like a business model. And if we don't do it, X, Y, and Z, we're out. That's the way how it is, unfortunately. But when it comes to a will, the will has gone to the point where a mother and father, when they are cognitive and make the will written down that this is what's going to end up before I passed away or after I passed away. Now, I'm Chinese, alright? I get to hear my parents keep saying, the Westerners really do hope their parents to end their life sooner, alright? Or I don't know what's the right word to say it, but just to, do X, Y, and Z. Now, when I hear the story of the way how they, to make their parents to pass away, it's very disheartening. And the way how they change the will without the other party that's part of the will that involved. You get to see the reality, how once upon a time, our siblings has grown up together and be competitive, and things goes off the chain. It's a business, it's competitive. What I don't understand is the fact that from what we learnt from schooling, how to be courtesy, how to be this, how to be that, it's a very, very far-fetched from where we are. The reality, it's so apart. There's no partial. You try to be courtesy, X, Y, and Z, someone will shaft you from this end and that end. You try to send emails and then you try to get shafted from this end and that end. Life is an ongoing business and war. Unfortunately, that's the way how it is. Nobody wants to go through it, but that is part of life. In schooling, we don't learn many of the stuff. That's where I pour on budgeting, we pour on everything. And we idolize not to own anything because of the spending habits and everything. The more I realize how much I've made mistake and how much it costed my relationship and how much they give me a second chance, it made me realize how many of the things that I've learned from schooling or my peers and everything is not parenthood or familyhood or saving. It's none of that. Not far-fetched through. And what I'm trying to say here is the fact that this reality, nobody can learn it from. I learned it from a very hard experience, painful experience to go through where I'm going through. Whether you're educated or uneducated, Maybe because the way how we present ourselves, not being educated. What is the difference between someone who goes to a local government school than those who go to elite school? Of course, as you can see, if you made it this far on the video, I didn't say or and. I started to realize to present yourself to well tone and everything is everything about you, not to take advantage. You can get straight A's on your papers, but in reality, straight A's means nothing because we can twist, turn around, and use a tactic. War is something that we do not want to idolize, but it's part of life. You see, it's a way to get rid of you and for them not to spend much. Unfairness, dismissal, X, Y, and Z. So that is a video when I look at the will, what's been written and what you can change from the lawyers to tweak one word, and that's it. Now my client is going to be kicked out the house after 6 months because of the family has made that word that twig it in order to benefit themselves to pay off their own mortgage. For me to know this is start to realize nothing is safe here. And it is crazy to know. That's the whole thing. That's the video.